There's one island that has like this crazy hole in the ground that was made by pirates. There's a television show about it. You know what I'm talking about?
The Curse of Oak Island.
And they have some crazy hole in the ground that they're trying to figure out how to get into, but there's all these weird little
booby traps and like all this crazy stuff.
Oak Island, a small piece of land off the coast of Nova Scotia, Canada, has been at the center of numerous legends and speculations throughout the years. Stories of hidden treasures and mysterious artifacts have shaped the island's history. Recently, Joe Rogan entered the mystery surrounding Oak Island, revealing a discovery that has sparked renewed interest. What is this latest discovery, and just why is the scientific community buzzing about it? Join us as we explore Joe Rogan's findings and the new chapter in Oak Island's secrets. Unraveling the mysteries of Oak Island. On the southern coast of Nova Scotia, Canada, you'll find the Oak Island. It's a beautiful, privately owned place surrounded by the blue waters of Mahone Bay. A narrow road connects this green paradise to the mainland, and the nearby town of Western Shore looks at it from the closest shore. Just a short distance away, the village of Chester adds to the island's beauty. Oak Island is not just an ordinary island. It's a spot filled with secrets and mysteries. Renowned podcast host Joe Rogan recently disclosed a remarkable discovery about Oak Island that is expected to change our current understanding of the island. You see, for many years, this island has attracted adventurers with stories of hidden treasures and ancient artifacts. The island's tale unfolds amid Nova Scotia's weather, where hot summers and freezing winters are normal. Thick fog covers the shores for almost 3 months each year, and intense storms, like nor'easters and hurricanes, threaten the island's peace. Exploring the core of the island reveals a diverse mix of forests called the New England Acadian forests. This natural haven is home to majestic creatures like great blue herons, black guillemots, osprey, and the rare roseate tern, which is considered endangered and protected by Canadian authorities. Exploring the ancient story of the island, J.W. Goldthwait, who worked for the Geological Survey of Canada, carefully drew a detailed map of Oak Island in the year 1924. He uncovered its hidden tale as a combination of 4 grand hills called drumlins. These hills, shaped by icy forces over thousands of years, hold secrets beneath the layers of soil and solid rock. Oak Island is like a bed made of 2 different types of rock. In the southeast, there's Mississippian Windsor Group limestone and gypsum, while the northwest part shows off the Cambro-Ordovician Halifax Formation slate. It's like having 2 different comfy mattresses. In a surprising twist, Oak Island and Mahone Bay used to be like a big, watery playground more than 8,000 years ago. This happened when the ice melted and sea levels rose. What's even more interesting is that salty water, maybe because of people or a huge storm, somehow snuck into the swampy area. We found clues in samples taken from the triangle-shaped swamp, dating back to the late 1300s or early 1400s. For centuries, people have been fascinated by the mystery of Oak Island and its hidden treasures. Since the late 1700s, stories of Captain Kidd's buried wealth have captured the imagination. The early attempts to uncover the secrets of the island are still unknown, but legends started to take shape in 1856. Oak Island is not just about Captain Kidd. It is also associated with tales of religious artifacts, manuscripts, and even Marie Antoinette's jewels. However, some doubters argue that the so-called treasure might just be a result of natural processes. One particular focus for treasure hunters is the mysterious Money Pit, believed to be the initial excavation site. Located on the eastern side of the island, this pit goes more than 100 feet deep into the ground. According to local stories, a curious teenager in 1795 stumbled upon a strange depression and with friends began to uncover a man-made shaft with wooden platforms every 10 feet, descending to a depth of 90 feet. Oak Island also features intriguing formations like Nolan's Cross, named after a previous treasure hunter, and a mysterious triangle-shaped swamp. Smith's Cove has been a hub of activity, with unusual discoveries such as non-native coconut fiber sparking interest. But what has attracted many explorers to Oak Island over the years, drawing them in with the prospect of finding hidden riches and solving mysteries? Let's find out. From 1861 to Rick and Marty Lagina's triumph. In 1861, the Oak Island Association conducted a significant excavation effort, revisiting the original pit and digging 2 additional shafts. The first shaft missed its target, while the second intersected the original one via a branched-off tunnel at 105 feet deep. Both shafts filled with water when an alleged flood tunnel was breached. A platform collapse at 98 feet caused subsequent drops, leaving potential treasure at 119 feet below ground. Tragically, the first of 6 accidental deaths occurred when a pump engine boiler burst in the fall of 1861. In 1862, another shaft, parallel to the original, was dug to pump water out, reaching 103 feet. Despite recovering tools, floodwater persisted. Attempts at Smith's Cove to seal flood tunnels failed due to tide breakthroughs. A final 1864 effort to intersect the money pit faced breached flood tunnels and saltwater undermining, leading to abandonment. In 1866, the Halifax Company aimed to find treasure amidst existing shafts, boreholes, and tunnels. After a failed plan to block flood tunnels, the focus shifted to the original main shaft, but exploratory drilling in 1867 yielded no results. In 1896, an unidentified group used steam pumps and boring equipment to find bits of wood, coconut fiber, clay, and blue mud. A parchment with Vi or Y in Indian ink emerged. A second accidental death occurred in 1897. In 1898, red paint poured into the pit revealed exit holes. In 1909, Captain Henry L. Bowdoin, representing the Old Gold Salvage Group, including Franklin D. Roosevelt, investigated the money pit at 113 feet. Despite divers and borings, no significant findings were uncovered. In 1909, Bowdoin investigated Smith's Cove on Oak Island, searching for reported drain tunnels and a ring bolt. Despite finding the remains of an 1850 cofferdam, no additional evidence was discovered. Later, Bowdoin examined the stone cipher in Halifax, concluding it was a basalt rock with no symbols due to its hardness. Fast forward to 1928, a New York newspaper featured Oak Island catching the interest of William Chappell. In 1931, Chappell excavated a pit southwest of the believed 1897 site, discovering artifacts at 127 feet, including an axe and a pick identified as a Cornish miner's pick. Gilbert Hedden, intrigued by the engineering challenges, made multiple trips to Oak Island, consulted experts, and started digging in 1935 after purchasing part of the island. Despite efforts, no success was achieved in 1935 and 1936. In 1959, Robert Restall, with his son and partner, came to Oak Island, attempting to seal a storm drain in Smith's Cove. Tragedy struck in 1965 when Restall and his son succumbed to fumes, resulting in their deaths. In the same year, Robert Dunfield leased parts of the island using a 70-ton digging crane to excavate the pit to 134 feet by 100 feet. His lease ended in 1966. In 1967, Blankenship, Tobias, Dunfield, and Nolan formed a syndicate. Triton Alliance was later established, excavating Borehole 10X in 1971, revealing possible chests and remains. Though the claims were unclear and unconfirmed, the shaft collapsed, and subsequent attempts were hindered by funding issues and partnership collapse. In 1983, Triton Alliance sued Frederick Nolan over island lots and causeway access, resulting in a legal battle until 1989. The 1990s saw exploration setbacks due to legal disputes and financing problems. In 2005, part of the island went for sale, with hopes for a Canadian government purchase dashed when American drillers acquired it. Now, after 2 centuries of speculation, dashed hopes, and failed quests, the unimaginable has happened. The legendary Oak Island treasure has finally revealed its secrets. 2 brothers, Rick and Marty Lagina, now stand at the edge of history, looking upon the treasure that had been hidden from so many before them. But how did the Lagina brothers manage to find them against all odds? Stay tuned to find out. The Lagina brothers' treasures and triumphs. The Lagina brothers' journey on Oak Island is a captivating tale filled with constant determination, hope, and boundless curiosity. This isn't just a story, it's an exploration destined to uncover the ancient secrets hidden on the island. Fueled by an insatiable fascination, the Lagina brothers didn't just scratch the surface. They immersed themselves in extensive research. In their quest, they unearthed evidence and fragments of forgotten civilizations that once thrived on Oak Island. Picture yourself walking through the remnants of a long-lost world, sensing the echoes of history with each step. Their remarkable quest for treasure became a televised adventure, captivating audiences globally through the History Channel's acclaimed show, The Curse of Oak Island. As the world watched, the brothers delved into the island's depths, guided by a map fueled by curiosity. The Lagina brothers used various tools and techniques, along with skilled divers, to tirelessly sift through centuries of soil and sediment in their quest for truth on Oak Island. They uncovered treasures like ancient pottery, mysterious coins, remnants of wooden platforms revealing stories of long-lost structures, dusty old documents, and cryptic codes hinting at secrets known only to a select few. These artifacts weren't just historical relics. They served as keys to a forgotten past. Despite their successes, Oak Island proved to be a challenging opponent. The sought-after treasure remained elusive, leading to early chapters of heartache and frustration in their journey. Nevertheless, the brothers persisted, refusing to succumb to the island's stubborn secrets. In their third season of exploration, something truly extraordinary occurred. As they were digging a deep hole, they stumbled upon an astonishing find deep within the earth. It turned out to be an ancient sword that was once used in Roman ceremonies. But this wasn't just any sword. It brought them a newfound sense of optimism. Why, you might wonder? Well, the discovery of this sword hinted at something truly remarkable. It suggested the possibility that Romans might have set foot on Oak Island long before Christopher Columbus set out on his famous journey to the Americas. Can you imagine that? The history of Oak Island might be even more ancient than we initially thought. However, they couldn't quickly conclude. To ensure the authenticity of the sword and its connection to that time, further investigations were imperative. As they delved deeper into their search, another astonishing revelation came to light. A coin, and not just any coin. This one bore the symbol of the Knights Templar, that mysterious group from medieval times. This discovery prompted them to ponder whether the Knights Templar might have also visited Oak Island. It felt like they were piecing together a mysterious puzzle of the past. The surprises didn't conclude there. With each dig and sifting through the soil, they unearthed fragments of ancient pottery and artifacts from various ancient cultures, as well as other intriguing things that we are about to reveal. Decoding symbols and finding gold. On Oak Island, inspired by the success of their third season, the Lagina brothers charged eagerly into the fourth season, ready to face new challenges with a strong determination. In their quest, they made a fascinating discovery: a carefully crafted French map, an ancient artifact that had endured the test of time since 1647. This map was not just any ancient item. It hinted at hidden treasures and a potential link to the mysterious Freemasons in their relentless pursuit of Oak Island's hidden riches. Keen to unravel the complex symbols and cryptic messages on the historical map, the Lagina brothers sought the expertise of Zena Halpern, a renowned historian and expert in sea voyages. Zena's involvement added an intriguing layer of mystery to their mission, as she meticulously deciphered the map's ancient secrets. Zena's extensive knowledge suggested that the map could be a replica of an even older source, potentially tracing the path of Freemasons in search of untold wealth. The Lagina brothers were impressed by her insights and welcomed her enthusiastically, confident that her wisdom would guide them toward the legendary treasure they had been dreaming of. With a combination of ancient artifacts, mysterious maps, and Zena's profound wisdom, their expedition promised to be an interesting journey filled with unexpected twists. Their relentless mission aimed to uncover the island's well-guarded mysteries and reveal the concealed treasure that had captivated adventurers for generations. Undeterred, they continued their determined journey, and as they explored further, a surprising discovery emerged: a rubber boot with intriguing connections to none other than Franklin Roosevelt. This unexpected find fueled their enthusiasm, driving them to meticulously search every corner of the island, hopeful of uncovering more significant leads. Their tireless efforts were soon rewarded with a revelation, an abundance of wood that seemed to bring them closer to the elusive origins of the treasure, marking a tantalizing step forward in their quest for Oak Island's most coveted secrets. During their exploration of Oak Island, the team made an incredible find, a valuable piece of shining gold, concealed for a very long time. This discovery sparked intense speculation, as they wondered if they were retracing the steps of explorers from the year 1909. With anticipation building and hearts pounding, they carefully excavated the B4C shaft, fervently hoping it would lead them to a chamber filled with treasures or a hidden vault, bringing them closer to the legendary wealth they had been searching for. Their belief in being on the right track grew stronger as they uncovered ancient wooden tunnels and discovered remarkably high levels of gold and silver. They felt as if they were getting closer to the core of the mysterious puzzle, the original money pit. Their determined pursuit uncovered more intriguing findings, such as aged wood and an iron fastener, possibly dating back to the 1700s or an even earlier time. Each new artifact added another piece to the complex puzzle that was Oak Island's mysterious history and the elusive treasure that had remained just out of reach for centuries. The climax of their journey was approaching as they stood on the verge of unveiling the long-guarded secrets of Oak Island, their hearts filled with hope and determination. Countless brave adventurers and explorers from various generations were completely fascinated by the mysterious and highly desired treasure. Now, these determined individuals firmly believed that they were the ones who would finally reveal the hidden riches that had captured the imaginations of so many before them. Their journey had been incredibly tough, filled with unexpected turns and difficult challenges. However, they persisted with a strong determination that couldn't be shaken. With absolute confidence, they felt that they were closer than ever to uncovering the secrets that had been kept hidden for an incredibly long time. But, right in the heart of the money pit area, they faced a puzzling obstacle at a depth of 80 feet in the TF1 shaft. A massive boulder blocked their way, creating a formidable barrier that prevented them from retrieving their valuable discoveries. Despite this challenging situation, they managed to unearth some truly intriguing artifacts, including fragments of ancient wood and a worn-out rubber boot. A careful examination revealed that this boot originated from a Canadian rubber company in the years 1908 or 1909. The mere mention of these dates sparked intense speculation about its possible connection to Franklin Delano Roosevelt's team and their dedicated efforts to uncover the age-old secrets of the money pit. It doesn't end here, though. There are more shocking discoveries coming your way. Carmen Lega's discovery in the money pit. In the B4C shaft, the crew found something really interesting. A tough iron spike that showed how skilled people were in making things, maybe hundreds of years ago. The experienced digging team went deep into the ground, about 130 feet down, and hit a hard rock barrier. This rock obstacle made them wonder if they were done digging for the season and if they'd find any treasures. But the team didn't give up. They stayed strong in their decision and kept their minds open to using new technologies that could help them in their search. They truly believed that there were valuable things hidden beneath the island's dirt, and that kept them going. In their continuous search for Oak Island's famous treasure, the Lagina brothers and their team asked Carmen Lega, a real expert in making things from metal, for help. Lega's knowledge was used to figure out where the iron spike came from and how old it might be. After looking at it carefully, Lega made a surprising discovery. The iron spike might have been used when they first built the money pit, making the site even more mysterious. The team didn't let the challenges stop them. They were determined and kept moving ahead. Every time they found something new, like an old rubber boot or this interesting iron thing, they got more and more intrigued. These discoveries brought them closer to finding out the secrets of Oak Island that had been hidden for a long time, making them look forward to finding the treasure they'd been searching for. The team knew that these old things they were finding were important for understanding the history of Oak Island, and they couldn't wait to see what else the island had in store for them. Setting sail into the waters around Oak Island, the adventurous Lagina brothers, along with their dedicated team, utilized an advanced tool called a magnetometer. This fancy gadget could find hidden metal stuff under the water. As they sailed on, they got some interesting signals, especially near Frog Island. These signals hinted that there might be an old sunken ship full of mystery and sea stories. Wanting to uncover the secrets of the deep, the team planned to use cameras and high-tech scanners for a gentle look without digging. They hoped to get permission to explore, find old stuff, and tell the story of people in these waters. In an underwater adventure, diver Tony Sampson and underwater expert Dr. Lee Spence teamed up to check if there was a big metal thing under the ocean floor. But it wasn't easy. The water was muddy, covered with dirt and plants, making it hard to see. Not giving up, they bravely expanded their search, finding more clues of a possible shipwreck hidden by rocks and kelp forests. The team eagerly waited for the green light to start digging waves. Meanwhile, Gary Drayton, the metal detection pro, and the persistent treasure hunter Michael John focused on Lot 8, a part of Oak Island full of mysteries. A special radar showed a huge metal thing in the ground, making the team even more curious about this spot. But that wasn't all. They also found a carefully made stone path and a precious garnet gem. These discoveries led to wild ideas, connecting them to the legendary Knights Templar and the famous Ark of the Covenant. Keen to find more proof, the team eagerly searched for more clues while diving deeper into the Oak Island mystery. However, the big problem was that the team needed permission to keep digging, adding an unexpected twist to their exploration story. Will the team be able to overcome all challenges to unveil the truth about Oak Island, or will the secrets remain hidden? Templar Secrets and the Oak Island Connection. As the adventurous Oak Island exploration team continued their quest, Rick Lagina and his crew found themselves at the center. Here, surrounded by cutting-edge imaging technology, they began a journey of discovery. Their strong desire to uncover the island's hidden secrets drove them forward. The advanced technology revealed a potential ancient document. Each pixel and line on the screen promised more clues, like pieces of a puzzle revealing Oak Island's mysteries. As they navigated the digital maze, a surprising turn of events occurred. Their virtual journey led them to discover a replica of a 16th century cannon, a relic from the past. The team speculated about its connection to the island's secrets. Was this cannon brought to the island to guard something incredibly important? With anticipation, the researchers delved into the past, connecting the dots of the puzzle. Their confidence grew, akin to a sturdy cannon, as they realized the artifact's link to the complex network of wooden tunnels they had uncovered. The presence of astonishing concentrations of silver and gold just beneath the island's surface added to the intrigue. In this crucial moment, the team's determination swelled. The cannon was not just an artifact. It represented a key to Oak Island's rich and mysterious history. Motivated by their strong curiosity, Rick Lagina and his brave team set out on a journey to Quinta da Regaleira, an ancient palace in Portugal dating back to the early 1900s. Inside the captivating palace, they made a remarkable discovery. It served as a significant location for the mysterious Knights Templar, where they conducted secretive Masonic and Templar rituals. While exploring, they encountered a fascinating initiation well on the property, impressively featuring 9 levels, reminiscent of the legendary 9 tiers of the original Money Pit on Oak Island. This surprising connection raised numerous questions for the team, prompting them to contemplate the well's complex design and its potential link to the ongoing mystery of Oak Island, especially the renowned Money Pit at its core. As their investigations progressed, they uncovered puzzling empty spaces hidden within the palace, suggesting the existence of a concealed treasure vault kept secret for centuries. From these findings, a captivating theory emerged. Could this initiation well be a carefully crafted replica of the Money Pit? This intriguing idea hinted at an unprecedented connection between these two ancient mysteries, paving the way for an adventure of extraordinary proportions. To explore these interesting ideas more deeply, a team of experts went on a trip to Portugal. Their destination was the captivating Church of Fontarcada, a place full of history and legends. This church, located in the heart of Portugal, has stories that go back to the ancient times of the Knights Templar. Just picture yourself standing among the old stones and detailed architecture of the Church of Fontarcada, feeling a connection to the past. This land was believed to have been given to the brave Knights Templar, a group famous for their bravery and mystery. The air was filled with the feeling of history as our team uncovered the secrets hidden within this church. As they explored the walls and mysterious corners, they came across a sight that shocked them. Symbols and markings, similar to those found on Oak Island, decorated the surfaces. Discussions erupted, like tiny fires lighting up a dark forest. The team talked about these mysterious symbols. Were they hints, keys, or just random happenings? Could these strange marks connect the dots of history, linking the Templars' really old times with the mystery of Oak Island? They realized that their search for answers was not finished. It was just going deeper. This realization pointed them to Tomar, a place full of echoes from the Templars' mysterious past. They made plans to go on a journey to this historical place, expecting to discover even more mysteries. The Knights Templar, these legendary figures from way back, left their mark on history with stories of bravery and richness. They were knights who protected travelers on dangerous trips and gathered treasures, and knowledge that echoed through time. Their main place, the Convento de Cristo, stood like a fortress of their legacy, a spot where whispers of their secret activities still hung around. Over time, the Knights Templar transformed into the Order of Christ, concealing their secrets with increasing secrecy. It's as if they created a complex puzzle, daring future generations to unravel it and discover the concealed truths within. If you think the adventure concludes here, reconsider, as we are about to unravel another shocking chapter in Oak Island's mystery. Medieval secrets unearthed on Oak Island. As the experts continued their exploration, they found an old piece of paper with the names William Chappell and Frederick Blair on it. This old paper wasn't just a list of names. It told an interesting story from a really long time ago, back in the 15th century. The story was about an adventure where people discovered a hidden room full of treasures beyond imagination. This discovery wasn't just a little piece of information. It was like finding a key that opens a box of mysteries and wonders. It made them want to explore even more, uncovering the mysterious history of Oak Island. With each step they took, they got closer to a truth that had been hidden for a long time. A truth that could change what we know about history and reveal secrets that have been kept hidden for a very long time. They were determined and hopeful as they continued their journey into the heart of the island. Their desire to solve the old mysteries was like a burning fire inside them. They were explorers with a mission to bring forgotten stories to life, to shine a light on the past after many years of being unknown. The committed group dived into an ongoing exploration that hinted at something truly captivating. It was like putting together a puzzle from the past, uncovering the potential existence of medieval knights who liked to stay hidden. People believed that these knights might have played a big, yet mysterious role in the island's history. As the determined team continued their unwavering pursuit of Oak Island, they found more than they had expected. The soil revealed its secrets, suggesting a history filled with maritime intrigue. Among the findings were bits of wood that seemed to have been part of ancient ships. These discoveries supported Scott Clark's theory, providing real evidence for what he thought. But it wasn't just the land that gave up its mysteries. The swamp, too, held great potential. Fred Nolan, a team member, made a surprising discovery: artifacts that clearly showed signs of a seafaring past. The idea that these murky waters might hold even more precious treasures sparked intense speculation. With every new piece of information they uncovered, the team moved a step closer to a groundbreaking discovery. It felt like they were putting together a forgotten story, where each artifact served as a word in that narrative. The potential reward was immense. Nothing less than the chance to rewrite history itself and reveal the hidden treasures that had been buried beneath the island's surface for countless years. Leading this quest were the Lagina brothers, whose steadfast determination captured the imagination of people worldwide. During the treasure hunt, a surprising find emerged, an ancient bookbinding, its pages whispering ancient secrets. The mysterious clues within sparked a curiosity that led them down a winding path, ultimately unveiling a vast, ancient manuscript written in an unknown language. The weight of the moment was not lost on them. Recognizing the potential significance of this cryptic message, they faced the challenge with bravery. Interpreting the text was like unlocking a door to a forgotten world. Amidst everything happening, the journey of the Lagina brothers and their brave team has its beginnings in a childhood fascination that captured Rick Lagina's imagination at the young age of 10. It all started with a surprising encounter with a huge rock in Kingsford, sparking a passionate dream within him, a dream of discovering hidden treasures buried deep. This intense passion, born in his heart during those early years, would shape his entire life, turning into a never-ending adventure. Thus, destiny led them to the mysterious Oak Island. As their exploration expanded, they were joined by the impressive presence of Dan Blankenship, a seasoned explorer whose name was closely tied to Nova Scotia exploration. Blankenship, a living legend, brought a wealth of experience, significantly enhancing the depth of their quest for the unknown. On their adventure, Blankenship and his son played a crucial role in uncovering the mysteries of the island step by step. They found cleverly hidden traps and mysterious stones. However, their journey was not easy. They faced various challenges, especially dealing with water flooding their excavation site. Despite the difficulties, the team stayed determined. A breakthrough came when Craig Tester, part of their group, came up with a smart solution: freezing the encroaching waters. This innovative idea revitalized their mission, allowing them to move forward with renewed determination. Every step they took and every discovery they made brought them closer to the answers they were looking for. Even though the legendary treasure was still hidden, their shared passion gave hope to many. The hope was that one day, the secrets of Oak Island would be revealed, and its treasures would finally see the light of day. If you found value in this video, show some love by liking, commenting on your thoughts, and subscribing for regular updates.